I'm going to share how I display business partner configuration requirements at a glance. It's a small insight into the process of crafting a master data design for business partner. And I'm also going to share how I quickly evaluate business partner configuration in any SAP system and client. That's super valuable. I always begin design by building a list of business partner groupings and number ranges. Not all of these columns are relevant at first. It's better to begin simply and add detail as the design builds. The next thing is to decide which business partner groupings will have the possibility of customer and supplier roles. Some will have both. And then, for each of those business partner groupings, which customer and vendor account groups are relevant. Lastly, I want to see the number ranges detailed across the business partner groupings, customers, and vendors. I'm not going to talk about this Excel example in detail. Instead, I've attached the workbook so that you can check it out at your leisure. There's two important things to note. Number one, this is the content that I want to build up over time, as my business partner design becomes clear in detail. Number two, I want to create the spreadsheet this way, one row per business partner grouping with details all the way down to number ranges for customer and vendor account groups. Because with nothing more in this spreadsheet as my guide, I can configure these main parts of my business partner design and be ready for unit testing. Once the configuration is in place, or when I approach any unfamiliar system, I can use MDA Workbench to quickly analyze business partner configuration. I have a Microsoft Access database with a few queries already created for this purpose. You can see here that the Access database contains no database tables, only the queries. I'll make a copy of the Microsoft Access database. I intend to fill the copied database with data from an SAP system. Then I'll open the MDA Workbench project file that includes a list of relevant SAP tables. MDA Workbench opens the project file, and you can see that I've added a list of tables and selected some fields in each of those tables. These are the tables and fields of data that will be transferred from an SAP system to my local Access database. I'm going to choose the copied Access database as my local system database. And confirm that I've maintained connection details for the SAP system and client from which I'd like to extract the data. With that, simply choose to transfer data from SAP to the local system database. Data for the configuration tables is transferred in only a few seconds. I'll launch the local system database, which is a quick way to open it in Microsoft Access. Notice that the tables of data are now available. It can be viewed by executing the queries in Microsoft Access. You could also view the design of these queries and adjust them, say to add more columns or change the order. Or you could even create your own queries. but you really don't have to open Microsoft Access after the queries are created. MDA Workbench includes a database browser. And there you can view all of the tables and views in the database. Any table or view can be saved to Excel. And you can multi-select tables or views and export them as worksheets in one Excel workbook. And there you have it, business partner configuration extracted from an SAP system, providing an at-a-glance view in just a few seconds. I use this format to create the configuration, and I use this format to review the configuration in any SAP system or client. And now you can use this approach too.